Hello, and welcome to the Urban Journalism Newscast for 2026. My name is Malia Ward.
And I'm Mackenzie Young. Malia, it's hard to believe that the workshop has gone by so fast, but it did.
And we have some great stories to talk about. We also have a number of articles and photo essays that were developed by students in the workshop on our website, wabjdc.org. So check those out. Topping our newscast today, if you're hanging out in DC, things just got a lot stricter. Because as of April 16th, Mayor Bowser has officially reinstated a citywide emergency curfew for anyone under 18.
The main rule is that you have to be off the streets by 11 p.m. every single night. But there's also a group rule that makes things a bit more complicated. In certain parts of the city, police can actually enforce an 8 p.m. curfew if they see a group of 9 or more young people hanging out together. These rules are in place until at least May 1st. In this story, Maya Rushing gets a reaction from parents and teens about the curfew.
Between the National Guard and the curfew for teens being extended in Washington, D.C., varying opinions have been voiced.
Like the way that they talk, like if you try and go in the station, be like, no, like you cannot, like they would say like aggressive, they'd be like, no, you cannot come, like go, like no, y'all can't be right here.
Keon Stewart is a content creator and student. He visits Washington, D.C.'s downtown every week to meet up with friends and discover new ways to build content for his social media platforms. But lately, he says he's been feeling harassed.
They're always looking for an opportunity to put hands on children or mess with them or arrest us in any type of way. That's their job.
On April 16th, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser announced a downtown area curfew to crack down on teen takeovers, when teens like Keon gather in one area to hang out and play music. At times, these gatherings have broken out into fights or gunshots.
Anytime there is a large gathering, hundreds of kids, maybe even 1,000 kids in one place, it requires so many police resources that we're drawing from other areas, and it puts the children in more conflict with the police.
The National Guard is patrolling southeast and southwest areas of the city, preventing teens from congregating in specific areas from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Some say the newly imposed city curfew rules are only being applied to certain teenagers.
When I look around, like I know people who go to Gonzaga and Walls, and they don't have to deal with like the National Guard sitting outside the train stations at the school they go to. We only see that at schools that in which are predominantly Black.
Parents are worried that the city's restrictions are not only targeting teens unfairly, but are also limiting options for places kids can go.
For a lot of kids, it's safer to be at school. It's safer to be outside of their home. And for those kids, it's just like painful. So where are they supposed to go?
With the curfew in full effect, despite parental and teenage concerns, the mayor is so far convinced that the new measure protects the public, businesses, and saves resources for the city. For UJW, I'm Maya Rushing.
Other jurisdictions have also instituted youth curfews in an attempt to reduce crime. Mackenzie, summer is right around the corner, and we all want to be in our best shape. Your story is focused on weight loss.
In the early 2000s, the message was clear. Your body is beautiful. But in recent years, especially on college campuses today, the message is being drowned out. I spoke with a number of people, and here's what they had to say. From the return of the 2000s era heroin chic to the viral buzz of weight loss medicine, the thin is in era is staging a comeback, especially for women on college campuses.
I always hear girls saying, I'm being so big right now.
Is the death of the body positivity movement a sign of progress fatigue or the dangerous side effect of the Ozempic era? How does the rise of being skinny affect college-age women? These are questions that students and health professionals are grappling with. CAPS has seen a consistent amount of students facing disordered eating concerns over the past several years. While it's hard to compare to the data from the early 2000s, being fit, healthy, and toned has become easier to access due to the ease of medical aids. Experts say the shift is more than just fashion. After years of the body positivity movement, social media algorithms are pivoting back to a singular, narrow aesthetic. In college, students are already stressed about their futures, and the added pressure to fit the mold is taking its toll.
Especially like fashion isn't just about like the final look. You know, girls love to get ready together. They love sharing clothes, hyping each other up before they go out. And I think that's where the confidence is actually built. But when there's so much pressure from these like outside voices, it can be really hard to feel good about yourself when you do go out.
While the 2010s gave us more representation, the 2020s are proving that body standards are as cyclical as the clothes we wear. For many college women, the pressure isn't gone, it's reformed its look. Can body positivity survive the trend cycle, or was it just a passing fad? Reporting from GW, Mackenzie Young for the Urban Journalism Workshop.
As 4 astronauts made history in space, students at American University were watching their every move. AU is one of 8 universities worldwide that NASA selected to track the Orion spacecraft's radio waves during the 10-day Artemis II journey around the moon. UJW reporter Jada Miji had an opportunity to speak with some of the students who participated in the project.
The excitement on campus was electric as students and staff here at American University are witnessing history, monitoring the Artemis spacecraft during its 10-day mission.
It was exciting, and I think it hit everybody a little bit more when, hey, like there's spacecraft up there 100,000 kilometers away, and we're trying to pick up a signal from it.
The students tracked the spacecraft's radio waves similar to what you see here. They set up a radio telescope at an American University property in Warrenton, Virginia to do it.
I was the one sitting in front of the computer with the software-defined radio that we were using to collect the signal, watching for the signal as we were receiving the data.
By analyzing those frequency changes, the team estimated the journey to the moon and back. They recorded the intensity of incoming signals onto a hard drive and then later processed the data with the goal of sharing their results with NASA. This project wasn't just about tracking a spacecraft, it was about proving that a smaller, less expensive equipment can still produce valuable scientific results.
So I dealt with the hardware aspects of it, ordering and affirming that the hardware we received was appropriate for our use cases, and then making sure that we knew where we were pointing the dish. So actually the tracking hardware of it, making sure that that was, if not perfect, it was at least adequate enough for our use cases.
Even with the Artemis home, the work doesn't stop. This equipment will remain a permanent learning tool for students to track amateur satellites and prepare for the next generation.
3, 2, 1, booster ignition, and liftoff.
Now the team hopes this mission will inspire more students to pursue science careers, proving that you don't need a NASA-sized budget to reach for the stars. Reporting with UJW News, this is Jada Miji.
Congratulations to American University students. It was an honor to participate in that historic mission. From science to education, when the final bell rings for Prince George's County students, the work is far from over. For students enrolled in the rigorous International Baccalaureate program at PGCPS, the pressure is even higher as they attempt to balance grueling coursework with the demands of sports, arts, and clubs.
In this story, Kaya Dillahunt looks at how some students are balancing academics and tough coursework.
Diploma program students at Frederick Douglass High School face many challenges while balancing rigorous academics with athletics, as many students do multiple sports at the school.
There will be some days where I'm just gassed and I'll forget to do my work or whatever. Come to find out I didn't really do any work or didn't study at all for it because I was so caught up with exhaustion from practice or being at practice for so much.
It's sometimes hard to make sure that an athlete doesn't come first in being a student, and then kind of just overall making sure I keep up and make sure I'm still retaining the information from school and then still balancing my sports too. For athletes, we trying to focus so much on being an athlete that we sometimes forget the academic part, which is also extremely important in your in being at school.
I had to make some sacrifices to things I like to do and just keep it to 2 things that I prioritize, so I had to really lock in on the work.
According to the American Enterprise Institution, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program student athletes have a 98.5% graduation rate. Of those, 85% are enrolled in a U.S. university. That is compared to 66% of all U.S. high school graduates.
While students have their challenges, many find happiness inside the International Baccalaureate program and motivation for having an influence. Reporting from Frederick Douglass High School, Kaya Dillahunt, UJW News.
More on the educational front. Finding money for college is always an important step in moving forward in the college experience, and some students have found a way to earn money through their musical talents.
UJW reporter Alora Olfis spoke to some seniors at a local high school about how their musical talents are paving the way for them.
Here at Frederick Douglass High School in Prince George's County, students in the Emerging Band program are gaining college-level experiences while earning scholarships.
For some seniors at the Kaleidoscope of Sounds and Textures concert, this is their last concert with the Frederick Douglass High School Ambassadors of Sound. Favor Osazua has been playing for almost 10 years.
Being in the band has impacted the last 4 years of my high school career so gratefully.
Favor is a part of the Ambassadors of Sound, an extracurricular music program that builds students' talents inside and outside of the band room.
I myself am personally in both band and orchestra, and I believe that has been definitely really stressful, but also something really rewarding and gratifying.
The Ambassadors program is also hitting the right chord with college recruiters looking for new talent.
I went to this clinic at VSU. It was pretty cool.
For other seniors like Michaela, the Ambassadors program is a way for them to fine-tune their skills before entering a college environment by taking part in college music clinics. Director Glenn Eichelberger started the program to allow students to win music scholarships. It has reshaped the way students feel about music education. The program is now in its third year. Students and faculty hope it continues to grow to provide more scholarships as students head to college. For UJW, Alora Office, Washington.
While it might look like a simple test of strength, the shot put is a high-speed dance of physics and footwork that lasts less than 2 seconds. In this story, we're stepping inside the ring to see how local athletes are mastering the glide and the spin, proving that in this game, it's about talent and grit. UJW reporter Ania Simmons explains.
With track and field, power isn't always about the sprint to the finish line, but also the explosion of a single moment captured in a circle, a glide, or a spin. It's about 8 to 12 pounds of iron launched with raw force and precision. This is shot put, a sport worthy of spotlight, but often regulated to athletic shadows.
Biggest misconception about shot put is that we don't do that much work and that it's easy to do, but there's a lot that goes into it. You have to learn the form, you have to be strong, and you just have to be disciplined. Like, it's not as easy as y'all think. It might not be as hard as running, but there's still strength that goes into it.
It's like a lot of strain on your body, I feel like, or especially your hip flexors, or it unlocks new muscles that I never even used before.
A long time ago, the shot put used to be ruled and really dominated by Eastern Europeans and other people. And now the United States is really a major player for the first time in a long time, and it's really like a golden age for American shot putting right now.
It may not be long distance, short sprints, leaping, or clearing heights, but in this 7-foot circle, power is expressed differently. It's not just a throw. It's discipline built on force and precision. And in this circle, every centimeter counts. Ania Simmons for UJW News.
Malia, I know you're a sports fanatic, which means that sometimes your team wins and sometimes it doesn't, right?
Losing is no fun. That's why I decided to do a story about what athletes face when they lose and how they cope with it. Take a look at what I learned. Roughly 20% of student athletes struggle after a loss. Sydney Wheeler explains the struggle.
It just really throws me off because when we lose, other teams have stuff to say, and it just irritates me. So, yeah.
After losing, you don't feel your best. You feel like you could have done better, and you just want to be away from people.
Sports psychologist Dr. Hillary Cawthon deals with this a lot. She says, we look at it like a grieving process. They didn't realize the sport consumed who they were versus being something they do.
The question is, how can we help these student athletes? Normalizing the struggle, providing mental health resources, and having honest conversations can help these student athletes manage that sensitive feat that is not often recognized.
UJW is an amazing program, so it's no surprise that we have a number of students returning every spring for the 8 Saturdays.
We spoke with this year's returning students to find out what keeps them coming back.
You were saying you really enjoyed the Commander's visit, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as someone who's really interested in sports, it's very cool to see a content space and like somewhere where the production happens and like all the videos and shows that you see on TV and social media, you get to see where that happens. I thought that was really cool.
I learned so much in my first year. I was able to learn even more in my second year with the different people who came and told us about the different parts of journalism.
What motivates me to come back is I'm a strong believer of there's always more to learn. Though I've been here 3 times now, I've learned something new every single time, and I value that information.
And what's been your favorite part this time around?
I think my favorite part this time around was today, because today I got to go behind the scenes in the control room. While I have toured the control room before, I haven't actually got the chance to work the machines that were in there, and that was my first time. I really enjoyed that.
It was a great experience. I feel like I definitely got a lot more out of this my second year because I learned to be more appreciative of people's time, and also just learning and absorbing everything, all the information that was given to me.
It feels very exciting to be back because of the new experiences while learning more and also building on the knowledge that I learned of last year.
The workshop has been incredible. We learned about various aspects of journalism: television, newspaper, radio, and audio from some of the best journalists in the field. We thank and appreciate them.
We also want to give a shout out to all the UJW students who are graduating from high school this year, and a big congratulations to Gavin and Marley, who have been chosen to participate in Politico's Journalism Institute, which gives a selected number of high school students, but mostly college students, an opportunity to learn about political reporting. And finally, congratulations to everyone who completed the 2026 workshop. As we mentioned earlier, don't forget to go to our website, waBJDC.org, to check out articles and photo essays developed by UJW students.
That's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for watching. We also want to thank the workshop sponsors: American University, the Washington Informer, Politico, PG Community TV, and other media partners. We thank UJW Coordinator Denise Douglas, our mentors and volunteers, and WABJ President Phil Lewis. We leave with the credits and a big wave from all the students who participated in this year's workshop. Goodbye.